I'm Sina and I love to cook. I'm also a farmer's market advocate. We're gonna get ingredients for my Cambodian curry pot pie and I'm gonna show you how to shop. Let's go. This is Pam. Pam is known for her potatoes. If you take a look at these bins, the inside of the bin is painted to the color of what the inside of what the potato is. I talked to Pam earlier today and I told her what we're cooking and she recommended the Adirondack potato. And can you tell them a little bit of why this is a good choice for a curry?
So that potato has just a really nice texture to it for a curry. And it also is going to soak the flavors up and carry the flavor.
It's time for the mushroom. Now I'm with Jeff. He's with Northwood Mushrooms. Say hi, Jeff. So look at all these beautiful mushrooms that they grow. We are going to pick the shiitake because this is a common Asian mushroom that is used in a lot of different dishes. It's fall, so it's squash season, and this is the perfect squash for the first timer. It's called a delicata squash, and it's going to be perfect for my curry pot pie. Let's get some garlic. But before we do, can you tell me a little bit about Urban Roots?
Yes, Urban Roots is a youth employment organization over on the east side of St. Paul.
East side? That's where I grew up.
That's where you grew up? That's where I grew up. Hey, way to go! We employ 90 youth each year, and we grow all of this amazing produce.
Okay, I only need one for the recipe, but I'm just gonna grab a few, because why not, right?
Because why not?
Hi, Jamie. Hi. All right, so I need red peppers for my curry, and these three right here look perfect. I am with one of my favorite people in our farming community. Her name is Zor, and she is owner and founder and farmer of Sunkissed Farms. Hi, Zor.
Hi, Tina.
So you have the most beautiful flowers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How long have you been growing these?
3 years.
3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, where's your farm at?
Becker, Minnesota. For me, I wanted to help the community and I feel like it's so peaceful. I want to share that with other people.
The last two things that we need, Zor, is onions and carrots.
Yes.
All right.
And I already picked in the middle of the night when it was raining.
Really? That's how fresh it is?
Yes.
We got everything we need to make my Cambodian curry pot pie. So now let's head to the kitchen and make some magic. All of my farmers market vegetables are ready for my Cambodian curry pot pie. You're gonna need a few things from the grocery store. I like to go to the Asian grocery store and the regular American one. But first thing you're gonna do is pick out your curry. And if you've never been to an Asian grocery store, when you walk down the aisle, you're gonna notice there are a lot of options. So I brought two of my favorites. The recipe is gonna call for a yellow curry or a red curry. I prefer red because red is gonna have a bit of spicy kick to it. And then the yellow curry is gonna have more of a turmeric base. So if you can't handle the spice, try the yellow. Today, we're doing the red. You're gonna need some coconut milk, any type of protein that you'd like to use. Today, we're gonna make this vegetarian and we'll use garbanzo beans, but you can use shredded chicken, cubed up chicken, and you just wanna make sure whatever protein you use, it's already cooked up. We'll need some puff pastry, that's gonna be our pie topper. If you don't have puff pastry, you can also use regular pie crust. This is just what I prefer. Let's talk about the pie pans itself. I like to make mini pie pans because then I can freeze them for later. I can give them to my friends. But if you have a full size 9-inch pie pan, go for it. We also have palm sugar. So palm sugar is basically coconut sugar. You can find it in different forms. They come in pellets. They have little regular sugar granules if you'd like. Also, if you have salt, that's a good thing. You can put salt to taste, some frying oil, and some cornstarch so that we can make the cornstarch slurry to thicken up our curry base. All right, let's get to chopping the farmer's market ingredients. Now let's get to cooking. We want to get a nice pot or pan that can hold all of our ingredients, and you are going to turn the heat on to medium-high. And the idea is we want to get the pot nice and hot before we add anything. And so once it's warm, you're going to add in your cooking oil. We're going to start with our aromatics, and it's really important that you have everything ready to go because we're going to move pretty quickly here. All right, so we have garlic, and you're just going to move this around in the oil until you start to smell something super yummy. Now that the garlic is sizzling, we are going to add in the onion. While that's cooking, I want you to take a look at all of the vegetables that you got and you chopped up. We're gonna start with mushrooms. Mushrooms are something that a lot of vegetarian dishes kind of substitute for a meaty texture. And so I like to put this in first so that the mushroom can get a little color. Next, what we're gonna do is add in our carrots. And so once I have the carrots incorporated, we will now put in the squash. And the reason why I'm doing it one at a time and just not throwing everything in the pan is so that we give it a little bit of room so that it heats up nice and evenly. All right, next we'll put in the potatoes. Peppers. Peppers can be an aromatic too. But since I don't want them to be super mushy, I'm gonna put them in last. One more thing I'm gonna add to the pan is our protein. So today we have garbanzo beans. We're gonna transfer this into another bowl or tray, and we are going to cook up our curry. The first thing that I like to do is to put the curry paste in. Now we'll add in the coconut milk. Here is when we will add in our sugar. If I was not gonna do a pot pie, here is the consistency that I would like to have for different types of soups that I make at home. But since it is a pot pie, we're gonna do a cornstarch slurry to thicken it up. And so all you need is a little bit of cornstarch and some water. You're gonna mix that in. Now, if you were just to sprinkle on the cornstarch, it tends to get a little clumpy. And so if we turn it into a slurry like we just did, it helps incorporate into the dish and makes your life a lot easier. And now we're going to add in our vegetables. So beautiful. This is my favorite part. We got the filling all done and we have our pie pans ready, and we're just gonna scoop them up so we can put on the pastry puff. You just wanna make sure that there is enough room for the crust. It will kind of bubble up in the oven while it's baking. So if you wanna prevent overflow, you just wanna make sure you don't fill it up too much. Okay, we're gonna do the top of the pot pie. So that means we are almost done. Now, you can get really creative. You don't have to make this perfect, but I'm gonna show you an easy way to top this pie. First, you're gonna get your pastry puff and you're gonna lay it on a cutting board. You're gonna take an empty pie pan, and then this is gonna be how we trace the puff pastry so that it perfectly fits on top. Now, if you're a little creative, you can cut strips and you can braid it onto your pie. You can do different designs if you want. With puff pastry, remember, it's just gonna puff up. So now that we have all of our pies covered, we are now gonna do an egg wash. This is totally optional. The egg wash is just gonna help it get this beautiful golden brown color. Ready to put in a 400-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes or until it's perfectly golden brown. We have our pies out of the oven. Now let's give it a try. It smells so good. This is what you want on a beautiful fall day. Thanks for watching.